it's like a baptism of fire working at L'Oréal straight out of university. I mean, most people where I was working there were, they were in their first or second jobs straight out of university. And, the culture there is hardcore. People, they work hard, they work long hours, they play hard as well. There was a great kind of team culture, and the training and the learning, both on the job, but also the formal training. Wow, there isn't really I couldn't have asked for a better way to learn the basics when it came to sales and marketing. I mean, I've only got the benefit of having done that. I'm sure there's plenty of other companies, Unilever, Procter and Gamble, Mars, etc., that offer very similar programs. But I joined L'Oréal because I'd studied French literature at university and I didn't know what to do with my life, and I thought I need to go and work for a French company. And to be honest, I couldn't think of which French company to work. There's Renault or there's Danone, but L'Oréal is probably the most famous, I guess. And look, it's a fantastic company, and I would highly recommend it. It's got an unusual culture, and my advice is go and work there first, and then go somewhere else afterwards. If you're used to quite a slow pace of life in whatever company you are, and then you go to L'Oréal, I think you'll find it a bit of a culture shock.
Yeah.
But it's quite hierarchical. It's quite that it's very fast paced, but they can do innovation like nobody else. They can think of a new product and they can get it to shelf in 3-4 months, which is crazy when you think about it. And I had a fantastic 4.5 years there, and as a graduate scheme to any kind of aspiring marketers looking to start out their career, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, talking about the unusual culture, for people listening who are interested in joining this company, they are very strict with their recruiting, and they have this psychological profiling techniques that are very, I think, advanced. And if they don't think you'd be a good fit with the culture, they really don't hire you in the first place. So I remember a lot of my friends didn't necessarily get in when they had everything on paper to get in, and they were definitely qualified as junior. It was entry-level positions, but they really insist on this cultural fit as well. So yeah,
I remember in the assessment center, there was a load of people all from Oxford and Cambridge, and I hadn't gone to Oxford and Cambridge, so I thought, gosh, I'm going to be at a major disadvantage compared to some of the other people applying. And I remember, as you said, they asked some very weird questions. They have a criteria called sensitivity to the métier being, the French word for, the craft of, beauty. And they ask you to pick up a pot of face cream, and they ask you to kind of, sell it to them, explain, why you should buy this particular face cream and how you can interact with the product. Anyway, at the end of a very, very long day, having drunk probably 30 cups of very black, strong coffee, I found out that I got on the scheme, and I remember going to the pub with everyone else that had been on the same assessment center with me, and we couldn't work out why some of us had done well and some of us had done badly, because some of the questions they ask you just don't seem to make sense, but clearly they have their methods. And
yeah,